Yo, what's going on, guys? Here we are, stock swinger. I'm back in the house. You guys, look at the price. Remember 801? Is this a sign from the stock market gods finishing at 40.01? I might think so. I might tend to think so on that. In my opinion, you guys, after going through this report, we have waited 9 months to basically confirm. We've seen it. But now this thing is on the media. It's out in the mainstream media. It's on the news. It's everywhere. This is the biggest week for these shorted stocks, in my opinion. I'm not just saying that. I don't want you to clickbaity type of watch the entire video. I've covered this thing for 9 months. I've been on YouTube. I've been up at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, midnight, 11 at night, doing DD like all of us have. This, you guys, is the biggest week, in my opinion, for these shorted stocks. They're not meme stocks. They're shorted stocks. This is monstrous news. We've got insider trading going on. RobingHood's probably going to take the fall for all of this. I mean, I'm sure. I don't know. It's too early to tell, but my God, you guys, they're dead caught lying multiple times over. I know we've known this, but now it is out there. You got Gary Gensler's GME report that's supposed to be out anytime. He's touched on it. I think we've touched on it on this channel probably 3 different times of him talking about it. It didn't sound too enthused about it, like, hey, it's kind of all out there and stuff like that. He did the old quotation thing on the GME report, He's going to have to go and redo it. There's no way he's going to issue what he was going to issue. I'm telling you, there's no way that all of the information that's out there now was in that report. So I don't know what to think of that whole thing. I know he knew all of this stuff. I don't know. You guys, it's too early to tell, but I am blown away. Most of you, I'm sure, have gone through it, or some of it. I'm sure you've seen tweets about it, Reddit posts, or whatever. You guys, you ape savages, have sliced and diced this whole document, this 137 pages of shit show, like you're in science class in grade school again. It's outstanding. I'm going to give my opinion on just a couple things in there that I think are monstrous after spending basically the last 28 hours kind of going through the whole thing multiple times over. But anyway, you guys, another thing too, I'm so excited about that news, so excited reading other DD elsewhere. I don't even think, I didn't even know where we closed at until about 2 hours after the market closed. I had no idea. I really didn't. I'm just jacked to the gills. I know we're touching on this price stuff. Volume's lows right now. $40 we're trading at. Nothing's changed. Nothing. Zip, zero, and zilch. So, you guys, in my opinion, this is a monster week. It's all out there. 9 months of this. 9 months. Almost a year. 9 months. And it's all coming out now. Monster. Monster. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to do another afternoon video tomorrow. I got a lot to touch on, but we're going to make this one brief here this evening. Or try to. Last night's shit show was 20 minutes. I hate rambling on. I feel like I'm going too long. Really quickly, some of you know who this is. Some of you might not know who this is. This is Walter Cronkite. Probably the #1 journalist, #1 news anchor of all frickin' time, right? The reason I have a picture of him up is 5 months of doing this YouTube thing, I've had no problems. I had the one little super stonk issue that was resolved the following day, right, when I didn't give somebody a shout out and they went ballistic on me. You guys know me, I always shout out everybody. This channel's all about fun, right? I'm not digging DD. You've never seen me chart anything. I just want to be part of this. I try to bring humor to this, relax everybody, go over some important stuff, go over some funny stuff. We got the turds of the day and summer teeths and horse teeth capital and all that. But I am not Walter frickin' Cronkite. I got an email that just blasted me into oblivion. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to bring the person's name up. I don't want to do it. But if you're looking for a channel that is going to go over everything like I'm Walter Cronkite, this is not the channel. I don't wear my glasses at night. I got one pair of glasses. They're at the office. I might jack up some words when I'm reading because I'm blind in one eye and can't see out the other. But hey, all this thing is fun. So that email kind of hurt my feelings. I'm not looking for any sympathy, but hopefully this person's watching. This lovely old man here, Mr. WC, I'm not him. Okay? Enough of that, you guys. But that really did. That bugged the shit out of me today for some reason. But anyway, it was a blasphemy about the vomit video last night. No, that wasn't vomit. It was pretty nasty. Anyway, moving on. Do not adjust your screen. This is a RobingHood RobingHood Markets Inc. hood. Only took a negative 2.24% drop today. Going back to Robinhood being in the news, they're on the Squawk Box show today, getting blasted. They're all over the place, but I was expecting this to go down a little bit more. I think I might, not financial advice, I might open up a position in Robinhood, if you know what I mean, Kenny Griffin style. Okay. Let's get over to this son of a gun. You guys, I want to touch on a couple pages in this that just blew me away. Page 69, 268, page 84, 311 through 328, roughly, right? Let's start out on 69. You guys, the beautiful savages, you guys, again today have just dissected this thing into an oblivion. I can't believe it. In my opinion, these are the most important parts of this that I've gone through, and I've gone through it all. Most all of it. I skipped lines and all that, right? Anyway. As retail investors sold their shares in the relevant securities due to the trading restrictions, the market maker defendants internalized those transactions and took the other side of those sell orders, i.e., they bought the shares the retail investors were selling at an artificially reduced price. Look at that wording right there, artificially reduced price, to close their short positions. In doing so, the market maker defendants were able to buy and return the borrowed securities they had sold short. How's that grab you, folks? Jesus. Okay, let's go down to 84. 84. This is right below, what did we read last night? Oh, the little text message with Vlad. Starting at about right here at 311. At 8:29 p.m., Citadel Securities Vice President of Business Development emailed Robinhood, personal including Swartwout, I hate that name, that whom Vlad has met before is available until 10 p.m. Eastern to speak with Vlad, offers to set up a call. Swartwout, in return, responds minutes later, because of our partnership, Vlad would like to have a discussion with Kenny G. At some point, just given our relationship, not specifically this crazy. Swartwout, God, that name. Swartwout later cryptically tells, I have to say I'm beyond disappointed in how this went down. It's difficult to have a partnership with these kind of things go down this way. Here's a little email with that wording that's in there. High-level employees at Citadel Securities did not only communicate with Robinhood's employees, for example, on June 28th, high-level employees of defendant E-Trade communicated with Citadel Securities to ensure certain orders were canceled. Jesus. Senior manager for trading options E-Trade emails Citadel Securities about potential open orders. Lists a number of securities and asks Citadel Securities if it can confirm you're out of these. Of Citadel Securities confirm blank. Out of Citadel Securities confirm that several of these orders were canceled. They have a list of the orders here. Here's the electronic mail dated 1/28/2021. Do we need this part of it here? Retail. Oh, yeah. Be explained to coordinated lockstep action defendants in particular when considering retail investors were only permitted to sell positions in relevant securities. As demonstrated by the charts below, the stock price of the relevant security moved in parallel fashion through the January 28th, 2021. For example, the chart revealed a coordinated rise in the price of the relevant securities from approximately 11 to 11:30, immediately after the relevant securities took a steep dive after the market opened. Jesus, you guys. At the time, few, if any, retail investors were permitted to purchase positions in the relevant security, and only institutional investors such as hedge funds and market maker defendants were permitted to purchase. Oh, man. There's a chart there if you want to look at it. Partly as a result of criticism, as the market opened on January 29th, nearly all of the brokerage defendants had lifted their trading restrictions and permitted retail investors to open new long positions in the relevant securities. Does this just make you sick, you guys? Even in the face of increased scrutiny, however, defendants continued their anti-competitive scheme to suppress the price of the relevant security. While purchasing of relevant securities were permitted, they were heavily restricted in the brokerage defendants, resulting in continuing suppression of their value. Many of the brokerage defendants restricted trading at long option contracts and announced to retail investors they had closed out their profitable option positions automatically. Oh. One more thing of this, you guys. Where is it? Right here. We can skip through that if you want to read through all of it. I don't want to make this too long. 328 is the humdinger of the humdingers. Right here. An internal RobingHood Slack chat revealed that it was Apex that alerted RobingHood to efforts to purchase the restricted securities. For example, on January 29th, 2021, Miles Wesley, VP of Business Development at RobingHood, shared a link to a Reddit post titled, "How to Buy GME Above Brokers' Limits," to David Doucelet, President and COO of RobingHood Financial. Right there. Shared a Reddit post. What we've thought all along, boys and girls. What we've thought all along, you guys. Just disgusting, man. So if you guys want to pause the video right there, if you have not been through there, 311 through that last sentence. I skipped some of that, but that's a pretty good read in there. In my opinion, this and this was stood out to me, right? So long story short, they have stolen our money, right? Guess who's going to pay in the end, boys and girls? You got it. You got it. Here we are again. Hundreds of pages show RobingHood's internal conversation over GameStop. Right here, Squawk Box today. Take a listen. 1 minute listen.
Hey, Joe. Good morning. Yeah, these hundreds of pages show some of the internal messages between RobingHood executives back in January. There's, for one, some panic over capital requirements during that GameStop short squeeze. There's debates over how bad it could get, and at least one direct contradiction of what CEO Vlad Tenev told Andrew back at the time. On January 28th, the company's COO, Gretchen Howard, messaged internally that RobingHood had a, quote, major liquidity issue. Tenev, of course, denying that in an interview with Andrew on CNBC. And that same day, RobingHood did move to close down some of the heavily shorted stocks like GameStop and AMC to position close only, meaning people could sell, but they couldn't buy. And in response to that move, another executive whose name was redacted says, quote, "We are going to get crucified for those restrictions," and that it was a, quote, horrible look for the wider brokerage industry. The COO of RobingHood Financial, that's a subsidiary of RobingHood, meanwhile, saying that the company was too big for them to actually shut us down, referring there to its clearinghouse. And the plaintiffs, guys, the lawyer for the plaintiffs in this case, in the class action suit, argue that RobingHood, quote, kept its doors open unbeknownst to the general public. The platform was teetering on the verge of collapse. And in response, RobingHood telling us, "We dispute the plaintiffs' allegations. The communications are consistent," they say, with RobingHood's focus to take appropriate incremental measures to mitigate risk. Joe, back to you.
How is RobingHood going to dispute the allegations there? Don't we have a bunch of messages that it's pretty much plain as day? Oh, you guys. Oh, my gosh, Vlad. Oh, man, this son of a gun here today. This has been blasted from here to Kingdom Come. Ben Zinga article. Why AMC Entertainment stock could go bananas. Today's read. This has been blasted, you guys. Just a short little article, but take a look at the second paragraph there. The short interest on the stock has been increasing as of August 31st. The number of shares held short, 95.94 million, meaning 18.76. Shorted, the figure is up from 85.85 million in January. But But look at that. Next paragraph. The amount of naked shorting on AMC is not including the number of registered shares held short and could be significant. Naked shorting is an illegal market manipulation tactic where synthetic shares are lent between brokerages and large hedge funds. Right in the middle. Oh, and they talk about the dark pool bleepery down there. Right on the Benzinga article today. This thing is just out there blasted, you guys. Frickin' A, outstanding. Love it. Oh, yeah. AMC, just here's a piece of good news. They're down $4 billion in just AMC. The latest data, courtesy of S3 Partners LLC, reveals by the end of last week, short sellers who bet against AMC has lost $4.08 billion over the course of this year. The picture was a bleaker for those who had targeted GameStop, with the data revealing that the short sellers' year-to-date losses stood at $6.44 billion. Cumulatively, this shows that AMC and GameStop short sellers have lost $10.52 billion as we exit the third quarter. Gosh dang it. But hedge funds don't seem to be learning from their mistakes. Interesting, however, while the AMC short interest shares have dropped since June, recent data reveals that they are rising again. For instance, in late August, they stood at roughly 82 million, highlighted by the end of last week. More than 4 million short interest shares have been added. Oh man, that's a tough damn break. Here's a disgusting. I hate JP Morgan. I hate that Jamie Dimon dude. JP Morgan agrees to pay $15.7 million to settle spoofing lawsuit. Remember the spoofing lawsuit we touched on a week and a half ago or so? $15.7 million. That's like you or I, if we had, let's say, $13 in our wallet, and we had to pay a traffic ticket, we'd pull out about 3 of those dollars. Same difference. Disgusting. Sick bastards. Oh, the handy dandy guide. Shout out to Believe the Dream. They have instructions for MOAS. I love it. It's absolutely great right here. We're going too long, so if you guys want to pause it and read that, absolutely outstanding. I love it here. Apply Capri Sun straw to neck. Check to see if nipples are hard. Those are very important steps. Don't go out of order with these steps. Those are steps 2 and steps 4. Okay, guys? Stay with it. And on the way out, because I hate the goddamn dark pool, 61%, super low volume today, 28.2 million in regular trading hours, 17.2 million traded in the pool of darkness. We're still at that 64% average. I hate doing that thing, but we got to, don't we, guys? Okay, Walter, rest in peace. God rest your soul, sir. Okay, guys, that's it. Jack to the gills is a understatement. I'm blown away. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Who gives a rat's ass what the stock price is? Who gives a shit? I'm not kidding you. Who cares? Don't even look at it. I'm going to say, I seen a couple of you savages message me over there, or left a comment too, saying you're setting limits in there too. I'm not looking at it. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to go Monday without looking at the whole stock. How's that sound? Let's boycott looking at the stock price. It doesn't matter, man. This is a tick-tock magoo. Okay, guys, love you. I'm going to do a video tomorrow afternoon. I got a bunch more crap to go over. Bunch more nonsense. Be good. Enjoy the weekend.